Hey guys, it's your girl Tiara Justine and I'm coming back to you with another video. In today's video, I am doing a freestyle set. I'm only doing it on one hand because my camera died. So, we only got one hand of footage and it cuts off at a certain point, but you still get some good footage. Anyway, I hope you guys are remaining safe during this time, staying in the house, quarantining if you need to. Things like that. It's definitely a hard time for everybody, but we're getting through it. Anyway, so as you saw, I pushed back the cuticles already, and now I'm going in with my 180 grit sanding band, and I am etching the nail. This step is definitely a required step because it gets rid of all the oils that our nails naturally produce. So you want to make sure that you are getting rid of all those oils, because if you don't, then it could cause lifting. So I'm going to do that on all the nails and then I'll be back. Just a quick tip, whenever you're using a sanding band around the cuticle area, you want to make sure that you are really getting close, but you also want to make sure that you're not cutting the client, because even though it's a bit for the natural nail, you can still cut your client, especially if you're getting in those, those grooves. So you want to make sure that you're seasoning your sanding band against a file. You put the sanding band on the mandrel and then you run your drill. And then you just run the bit against the file while the drill is on. Now I'm coming in and I'm putting the tips on her nails. I'm using, I don't know where I got these. I think I got these tips from Amazon. I'll put the link below. Yeah, and I just bought my own tip box and put them in the tip box because they didn't come in an actual box. They came in a bag. Whenever you're sizing the tips, you want to make sure that they fit perfectly from sidewall to sidewall. If there are any gaps on the side, then that tip is too small. You need to go for a bigger tip. It's definitely always better to go with the bigger tip and then customize it to the size of the nail instead of going with a tip that's too small. Because if you do, you could definitely get lifting. Now I'm coming in with my tip cutter so that I can cut the nails to the client's desired length. And then I'm going to come in with my scissors to save some filing time, cutting off the sides of the nail so that I can achieve a ballerina shape. You can use a straight scissor or a straight edge nail clipper. You don't want to use any type of scissor that has a curve to it. They do have those cuticle scissors, so you don't want to use that because that has a curve. You want to use the straight ones. The same thing goes for the straight edge nail clipper. You don't want to use the regular clippers that has the round edge. You want to use the straight ones. Now it doesn't need to be perfect because you're going to go in with your hand file anyway. So try not to focus on getting it exactly to the shape that you want it. Close to, but not exact, because you're gonna, like I said, file anyway. I really love these tips, guys. These tips are not flimsy at all. They're sturdy. They're great, and I'll definitely link them below for you. So now I'm coming in with my 8080 grit file, and it's by OPI, and I'm using it to shape the nails into a ballerina shape. Now, as you file the nails, you also want to make sure that you're looking at it from the client's view. And the client's view is when you flip their hands up so that their fingers are facing upward like this. So you want to make sure that you're doing that so you can also see if the sides are even, if the edge is straight, if they are the same length, all of that. So now I'm coming in and I'm wiping all the dust off the nails that came from the filing. And you want to make sure you get rid of everything, because if you go ahead with your primer and your application and there's still particles, dust particles, hair, whatever it is on the nail, then you will get lifting. Now I'm coming in with the same sanding band that I used to etch the nail. I'm using it to blend the tip into the natural nail so that there's no ledge. Okay, so something always happens. Something always happens in the appointments. But I didn't have my primer, so I was like, okay, well, what would happen if I use base coat gel? So that's what I did here. It was my first time ever using base coat gel as the primer base for the acrylic. And to be honest, it lasted. She did tell me that one of her nails came off a couple days ago. But yeah, so she had these on for, over 2 weeks. So it'd have been like a nail fix. Now, I'm not saying that this is the right thing to do or telling you to throw away all your primers because this is the best thing to do. So I'm just telling you that I didn't have my primer and it worked for what I needed it for. All right. So now we're coming into the application portion. What I do when applying any color is apply a clear base layer down so that whenever it is time to change the design out, I don't have to take it all the way off. I don't have to soak it off. I could just file it down to this clear base. So that's what I'm doing here. So once I finish applying the clear base, I'm going to go in with the Freestyle. I never really know what I'm doing for a Freestyle set. So I'm going to come in and just wing it and, hope that it looks great. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys because after this, I don't have in the filing. I told you guys in the beginning that my camera died. So it's literally just the application and then a photo of the end result. All right, next video, I will be sure to put in all that stuff. Well, I can't really say the next video, but next time I do acrylic, I'll make sure that I put that, you know, in, because I don't think I have a video with filing the nail. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you on my next one. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social medias. My Instagram is at Tiara Justine, TearaJustine. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!